neither one thing or the other, but something in between. So I wrote the song Inbetweenland as a way of telling my own story first and foremost. Obviously I have an Irish accent, I have an Irish passport, and I guess I make a living singing Irish songs. But as I usually say at my shows, to shock people in a way, I'm not really Irish in the technical sense. I was born in Coventry to Irish parents, and we moved back to Ireland when I was very young, and of course it was a bit of a culture shock going from Coventry, urban, to rural Ireland, and it took about 2 days for me to lose my Coventry accent. So I use my story in Inbetweenland on the first verse, and then each verse deals with a specific character. One a kind of an Ulster loyalist, the other the child of immigrants in Ireland from Eastern Europe, and so I have various characters that come and go in the song, in a way to explore that idea that national identity is fluid. The boundaries are not rigid. There are no absolutes when it comes to national identity, and I use my own story as a launching pad to tell other people's stories. So I've played gigs all around the UK, and I've been called Paddy, I've been called Plastic Paddy, and that's why I say in the song, I'm neither one thing or the other, but something in between. And for me, that's the story of Ireland in a nutshell. And not only is it the history of Ireland, it's the history of humanity itself. We none of us are pure or anything. We're a mixture of all sorts of cultures and backgrounds, and we're a big mishmash of different nationalities, if you go back far enough, of course. I was born in England, red and white with just the merest shade of green. As a child I took the night boat and woke up to a vivid change of scene. From land of hope and glory to our own Naveen. I'm neither one thing or the other, but something in between. Ivan, he's from Portadown, he swears his allegiance to the Queen. Each summer marches with his friends down the road towards Drumcree. His speech is laced with emerald, but his world is tangerine. Is he one thing or the other, or something in between? Clara lives in Dublin, her mother's name it is Maureen. Her daddy's name is Nikolai, he works nights at the hospital canteen. There's lots like her at school, she's not unusual, you see. Being neither one thing or the other, but something in between. Tommy, he's from Drogheda, says he hates every Englishman he sees. He's lost his faith in politics, the struggle's not yet over till we're free. While he's been working down in London, back home things have changed in ways he'd not believe. They're neither one thing or the other, but something in between. Well, I don't know where we're headed. Who could blame us? How could we have foreseen? The world is getting smaller. The old rod of iron has turned to plasticine. We've only got the future. We can't go back to who we've been. We're neither one thing or the other, but something in between.